Hey everybody, happy Cyber Sunday. Michael Farnham here. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to talk about the whole, the issue or term lift and shift. If you're not familiar with that term, in the world of moving into the cloud, there's this, it's kind of seen as a bad thing where you take all of your infrastructure from your data center and all your applications, your workload, and you want to move to the cloud, and all you do is just basically pick them up and move them into the cloud and not do an actual digital transformation, if you will, where you're transforming those workloads to take advantage of cloud infrastructure, the scalability, speed, all of that stuff. Cost savings, probably not one anymore. I think we've come to that conclusion. But in general, it's just seen as a very negative term. And in my daily life, when I'm working and talking to vendors, I talk to a lot of product management people and get an idea of where they're going with their products, the security vendors. And I had a conversation with one the other day where I learned that they've got a lot of on-premises type of technology that they use, and they can't get rid of that because a lot of their customers still want to use their on-premises stuff, have requirements to do that, can't use stuff that's in the cloud for this particular application. But they also want to grow more into the future and be cloud enabled, so their new customers who don't have those requirements can use the cloud part. The problem that they're having is what they don't want to do is start building the cloud part of it from the ground up, because what they know, because of what they've seen in other vendors, and I've seen this as well, actually been a part of this, is that when you build a tool from the ground up in the cloud, what you end up with is a really long gap generally between reaching feature parity. And it's not even just feature parity between your two products, cloud and on-premises. It just takes a long time to get basic functionality, and you have to make all of these decisions on which one of the features you're going to put in first, and yada, yada, yada. And so what they have decided to do, knowing that they're going to have a lot of problems with scalability and keeping things going in a way that a customer is going to expect it in a cloud environment, that speed and change, all of those things, they've decided to literally lift and shift their on-premises stuff, the exact same technology that they have on-prem, into the cloud, and just deal with the scalability issues as they have to, and then take the time to make it cloud native, if you will, to where it fits all of the functionality that somebody expects from the cloud. Thought that was a really interesting approach, and it goes against the whole idea that lift and shift is a sin in the technical world. It really shows that there are valid applications, valid reasons to lift and shift, and then start making the move over to taking advantage of the cloud. Now, I think that's probably the key differentiator that we could probably take away from this, is that if you lift and shift, but you don't ever make a plan, and if you do that for convenience sake, or you need to get it done quickly for whatever those reasons are, maybe you've just got an internal cloud first, cloud only type of push by executives, and you need to make that change valid for whatever reason, you got to do it. You lift and shift. If all you do is do that, and you don't have a plan for moving from that lift and shifted environment to a more cloud native environment where you're taking advantage of the cloud features, that's where the failure is. The lift and shift in and of itself is not necessarily the problem. It's, are you then making your move towards taking advantage of the cloud environment and actually transforming your application and your workload over time? So interesting way they really are kind of bucking that trend of, you've got to build this. I've seen extreme failures from vendors, and again, been a part of one where they moved they didn't move. They went to the cloud, kept all of their native stuff, went to the cloud, and literally lost customers in droves when people were trying to take advantage, because they marketed their cloud stuff as fantastic, and it wasn't, and ended up losing a lot of business to a competitor. So anyway, lift and shift is not bad. You've just got to take the next step after you get there to take advantage of what the cloud does. Not saying any of that's easy, just saying you got to plan for it. Let me know what you think. Happy Cyber Sunday. See you next time.